Alright, it is time for day 8 of Elemental Banshee Maya. So today we are knocking out 2 more DLCs and we are level 74. So I figure why not just hit level 80. We're not going to do OP levels on this character probably. So we'll go ahead and go get a Love Thumper. We'll use that with the reduced visual pollution mod that we have. And to go ahead and try to fight dragons with a good old fashioned melee build. You know, just so we don't have to rely on elemental variants while dealing with dragons. And then we'll just go ahead and take on our DLCs after that. We've got Hammerlock DLC, which includes Vora, unfortunately. And we have Lilith DLC, which includes Lilith DLC, unfortunately. So, yeah, we're gonna go level up a little bit, and then we'll just get that started. Alright, for our XP, nothing too extreme, you know, just a little bit of some Saturn. Don't worry about the amount of scrap you just saw come off of him, he's fine. This might take a couple seconds though. Alright, one's down. Alright, 2 are down. 3. The dots are still kicking in, that's good, that's good. Level up bonus. Good luck breaking my shield anymore. Alright, this is pretty good. There we go, level 80. Go ahead and get rid of the rest of these just for a little bit of some loot. It's not a bad idea now that we have everything underleveled. Alright. So, current final spec, I'm going to put a point in Cloud Kill just because why not? Current final spec is looking like this. It might get shuffled around a little bit depending on what we do. But this should work with both the Banshee and the Witch pretty well. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll be able to rely on this pretty well. And then I don't know if it really translates over to the other ones. I guess the Siren more or less does. We miss out on Accelerate and Flicker, which is unfortunate. And then our Foxcom, we are completely avoiding all of the skills that it buffs. Incredible. And then the Slayer of Terra isn't really real. And then I do want a Cleric that has Chain Reaction on it, because I think that would be one of the best comms for that, instead of the Trickster, since it can also buff Death Wish. But I'm not really too worried about that, because I don't think we'll run into any situations where we really need a Chain Reaction build right now. So probably just the Witch or the Banshee, and probably the Banshee especially, because we're going to run Love Thumper. Never actually seen it drop from a stalker before. That was kind of neat. That was pretty easy. Okay, so we do want that Corrode immune once again. So go ahead and trigger a save, and let the farm commence. Yeah, cool. Alright. Well, there we go. We have our Love Thumper. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get a gun so that we can get second wins off of the little baby dragons that Brood spawns. Maybe a Heartbreaker? And then also a Bada. Bada wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, the Love Thumper is not thumping as much as I thought it would. But it is keeping our shield down plenty well. That's a heart combination if I've ever seen one. I'll take this. Sure. I'm gonna need to test out the Banshee and the Witch's damage and see which one's more worth using in most situations. I honestly feel like the Witch is probably the more reliable. But when it comes to enemies that just resist everything, probably just Banshee. For the raw melee damage potential it has. I think. Although the Witch would help buff Reaper way more often, and that would just generally provide more. So it's a little back and forth on that. Yeah, cool. Now, the only thing that's going to feel bad about fighting dragons is that I won't be able to just phase lock them to hold them in place as if this were 5-year lifelines. And I'll probably end up Nova-ing them while they're mid-flight and pulling the wrong one down. I'm making this horrible for myself the more I think about it. It'll be fine, probably. Alright, so we're gonna try to call down Brood and then just start assaulting Brood to see how much damage we deal. Fingers crossed it's a decent amount, but I have my doubts. That's not bad. Actually, hold on. That's pretty usable. You gotta keep in mind this isn't OP levels, this is just, you know, level 80 content, but still, yeah, this is totally doable. Let's get a couple more ads to spawn. Just kidding, let's just be super duper careful and only shoot Brood. Oh. Well, it looks like we Nova'd them like I thought we would. Who? What? No, I'm save quitting. No. Huh. Oh, wait. Yeah, that'll do that. Okay, hold on. We're gonna respec out of that skill.
No, I love my powers.
One down. Please don't. Wait, I've done how much damage to Helianth already? Have I just been Nova-ing Helianth? Yeah, no, I've been Nova-ing them all the entire time we've been fighting Brood. Honestly, that should not come off as a surprise. Okay. Now it's just Boost and Helianth. Kinda wish Helianth would have landed so that we could deal with the dot dealer. But I guess this is just how we're gonna play for right now. I need to be super duper careful. The amount of threat is still very, very high. Okay, this might be a 1 DLC type of day. Dragons have been brutally difficult and long. But this is the way of dragons. Usually. I might be able to just nick him out of the air. No, not quite. Oh, don't do this to me. Last dragon. Perfect. Cool. Alright, so we just need to not mess up trading with a boost, and then we're good. There we go. That only took 30 minutes on just one attempt of the fight. Hey, Inflammable Bee. Actually, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that didn't take, you know, a good 30 minutes of just spinning and poking and scorning and phase locking and crying because they almost killed me several times. We're good. That's great. Okay, we can go do our DLC now. I'm free. I think outside of Vora, this character with this build with Scorn and everything should be able to deal with most of the DLC pretty well. I don't know if I can directly target Wound Spike's turret with Phase Lock, but I'm sure Scorn plus the Love Thumper Novas will probably get rid of it. I think we'll end up okay here.
Calm down.
Oh, we're gonna feel great in this DLC after fighting dragons for half an hour. This is nice. I can just play the game.
Hold it. That was interesting. This is the power of a siren. Quiet. Bedtime. This will hurt.
Jolly good show. Wait, just gonna
Random
do the
fastball.
hunting thing?
Sure. Not gonna complain.
Aren't you even...
Stay still. We should all be running.
Okay,
Just lost.
so Wound Spike. One of the few sticking points I can think of in this DLC.
No off the metal bits. Seriously, can you just stop?
Turned out it's okay.
Oh god, goodness.
Alright, well, cool. We move on.
Stop. Another down.
Alright. Jackenstein. I know that Scorn can tag above you. I'm just hoping that it actually works. Okay, this might be a hide behind a bee shield and cry type of fight. That's fair. Honestly. There's one down. Switch back to Love Thumper real quick.
Stay still. Another down. Hold it. That was interesting.
There's phase 2 done. Slowly chipping through them. There we go. Alright. That only took a little bit of time, but we are free. Alright, any luck at all? Surely, yep, there are two. Emperor and Shredifire. Anybody else?
Whoa.
Shock conference call. An invader.
Nice.
That's probably about it. Okay, well, cool, still. Wait, is it related to wearing a melee shield? No. So which... Hold on. We're draining health with the witch on. I feel like I'm reading a skill wrong. If I put that back on, no health drain. If I put on a Banshee, also no health drain. A Fox, also no health drain. Is it literally just wearing the witch? Why is that a thing? Weird. Okay. I don't understand that. Okay. This is going to be a very hateful fight. We're gonna go ahead and just immediately try to pop out Chief, even though it's just gonna enrage Vora, and then we're gonna be stuck with an angry Vora the entire fight. And also, we're not gonna have any midgets or anything to heal off of, really. But, oh well. Alright, be very careful to not instantly murder Chief. They killed Chief. Okay, well, I'm just gonna, I'll just go. I don't want that. I'm good. We need to be a little quicker about getting him dead.
Interesting.
Right? Chief is dead. Bora is isolated. Now we just dance and phase lock and throw balls. And then cry, because it's still gonna take a while. Honestly, maybe not a bad idea to just do Heartbreaker for a little bit. Or die. Death is also pretty optional, yeah. I think that this character is very well in line with the normal Maya difficulty for a lot of the raids. And I feel like Bora is definitely going to be a doozy even if we do manage to kill him. So as of right now, I'm not too sure about finishing the fight. We're going to keep trying for a little bit though, of course.
And now you will fall.
Yeah, we've hit this somewhat of a stalemate where we can usually get our phase lock up before he does his novas. And then, you know, just get our health bar back like that. So we could infinitely just fight him until we win the video game this way. I do think that, yes, this is a very vanilla Maya experience here. So we're not necessarily testing or learning anything new by trying to fight Vora the rest of the way. As much as I would love to, you know, fight him and to deal with the vanilla Vora mechanics and nonsense, I don't know if it's worth it. So yeah, we might call it a draw on Vora, because he's just a rather hateful, very annoying boy. Yeah, because this is just going to be rotate around him simulator. Just go spin in circles until win game. Alright, so dragons took a lot longer than expected, and then Vora is probably not going to happen, at least on this playthrough. I do think this character is perfectly capable of doing the fight. I think it'll be pretty equivalent to vanilla in difficulty, but it is totally possible. You could just sit out there and just spam phase locks and just hide behind that and stuff, and that would totally be viable. But I don't think I want to do that to us, because it's just going to take a really long time. We're going to get an interfacer that we won't use, or more realistically, we'll get the sniper instead. And then, yeah, that kind of just leaves us with Lilith DLC to do next. I think we'll probably do Lilith DLC, and then maybe I'll just bump the character up to OP 10, test out some equipment on it, see how it really feels at that high difficulty. I never truly got to use that Flame of the Firehawk we farmed for at level 50, so getting something there would be a really good idea. I want to get that, run it with the Fox maybe if it's a good combination. I don't know, the Witch is kind of just really, really good for a lot of this, because buffing Death Wish and giving us 250% more burn damage is kind of really, really strong. So it's going to be really hard to compete with that, even if this thing does buff. I mean, it's more of a gun-looking comm. But we also have the legendary Siren, which is way good at doing gun stuff as well. So yeah, I don't really know what we would do with this. Maybe running it with the Heartbreaker and the Flame of the Firehawk could be fun. But that's about all I have in mind for that. And that will unfortunately do it for today. So yeah, finish Lilith DLC, scale up to OP 10, test out equipment, see how it goes. Day 8.